Hey guys, welcome to the third podcast. This time I'm featuring a different guest, so goodbye BSG, you will not be missed. I love you, brother. No, I don't. I don't know. I got mixed feelings. But today, my guest is Kagerasimaru. I've known him back when I first was playing Ninja Gaiden. He was actually the person I'd watch a lot of videos from. I was like, dude, this guy has such cool videos. I hope to meet this guy. And here I am. My dreams have finally come true. And here he is co-oping with me in a game made by a similar studio. So welcome to this podcast, Kage. How have you been?
Good. Appreciate you having me.
And one thing to note, for everybody, he does have an ASMR voice. I get it, so you can say this is an...
you can start with this.
Yeah, you can say it's an ASMR thing if you want.
Oh my god. This is what I get. Alright.
I know.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool. I don't judge.
My wife approves. So you got that in the bag.
I've heard that many times.
Oh, it's all in good fun. It's okay. At least you don't have to deal with being called Poofy like I do, alright? So you're safe.
Ah, it's okay. It's alright.
But yeah, just a heads up to everybody before Kage and I really just get into all of this. If you ever have things you want us to talk about, just drop it in the comments and then I'll bring it up. And it'll help us too because we can talk about that stuff. I know one of the biggest comments was about Saito and the redesign stuff, so that's going to take 3 years for me to explain, so I'm going to leave that to the side for now. But yeah, just whatever you guys want us to talk about. If there's some issue that you feel is pressing or something you'd like to hear our thoughts on, just drop it in the comments. Anyway, done with all that YouTube crap, and so is Kage very clearly, as he's just waiting for me, and yeah, okay.
Do not worry.
Do not worry?
I come in peace.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Haters will say that's fake, so I'm gonna do a backflip.
The box step, man. Come on.
Dude, the box step.
You beat an opponent, you just go
Yep.
I got rid of that one. I'm probably going to get that one back. I have to find which one I want to get rid of first.
There's so many.
The hardest part.
I was doing co-op with Royan and Flora General today, and when Saito Yoshitatsu does one of those anima grapples, there's nothing your teammates can do, so this is what they did the entire time.
Yeah, I remember Flora was telling me that's his new favorite one.
It's hilarious.
The take note or whatever.
It's recite poem.
Oh, okay. I kept this one for my get out of my way. That one mission.
That one, yeah.
Mo.
It's get out the
I'll
way,
probably
man.
get rid of Goodbye and probably get the other one back. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, alright. So what are we up to today? We're gonna fight Onryoki, the boss that was never featured in
Onryoki, man.
Yeah, Onryoki, the first boss never featured in the first game ever.
Yeah.
I will say that
so many times.
the bosses that they've brought back this time around have been, I would say, done pretty well. Nioh, I think, is an excellent example of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think he's a big improvement this time.
He's actually fun.
Still ugly. He's still ugly, but,
I mean, yeah, but...
I mean, Raven is still stupid, so...
Oh, look at this ninja. He thinks he's so clever.
Oh, fun attack.
Yeah, look at that skill. Skill dance. All the skill. I put Masterful Slice on it. Makes it even stupider.
Doesn't that take 1.4 more?
Yeah, but you forget, for any of you who are interested in maximizing your damage, you can run out of ki faster. And then do the Dragon Dance Part 2.
And then do the buff that takes 3 hours to happen.
Yeah, let me demonstrate it. You might kill the opponent before I get to do it.
I can't believe that interrupted him.
Alright, I got the damage buff
did you
off.
see that attack missed me? Watch out behind you,
Eh.
Here, I'll get him.
Okay, I've got the longest range attacks ever. Okay, maybe not.
We just, I think I didn't see you, Skeleton.
No, don't grab me. Oh my god, I'm getting shot. Freaking lock on sometimes. Shoot me. That's right, Yatamira goodness. Ow. Okay.
Splinter just like lost its GPS.
Get this chump. Use all the range attacks for the hatchets. Alright. Ow, dude, man, stop. Alright, let's get Mountain Hawk. Ah, I switched too quickly! Alrighty, what do we got?
You doing okay over there?
Yeah, I'm alright. I just need to learn how to play the game every once in a while, and then I'm alright. Alright, all's good. Oh look, it's as you call it, a tomato. I'll go get the ranged. Okay. How about no? And... okay, he's dead. Roar power! Another one! Another one!
Oh, that's so stupid. That key damage is so dumb.
Demon undercut. Ooh, I got a scroll. Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I got so much key damage stacked on that skill. It's so stupid.
It is stupid. Alright, this is a dark realm, right? Yeah. Real.
Are you? Wow.
Today's just not my day. It's just not my day. Oh. There's the Gosuke all over again.
Yeah, I don't like this enemy. I will use anything I possibly can against them.
Family reunion?
Yep.
Yeah, you always have the craziest names. Here, time to be fair and balanced.
My god, the slowdown.
I know.
More power.
Dragon Dance! Fair and balanced.
So what to talk about? Split
Alright.
staff.
Split staff.
Okay. Fun weapon. I kinda wasn't feeling the weapon at first. I don't know about you, but...
It was strange for me, mostly because I have a big habit of using evasion attacks for a lot of pressure, but it's definitely outperformed any of my expectations for a weapon like it whatsoever.
I've been playing this so much. I went back to spear like the other day. I almost forgot how to spear.
Yeah, they're different weapons, even though they share some common traits. They're very different.
I'm so used to using, what is it?
Talking about Rainbow Rooster?
Side splitter, I think it's called.
Side splitter?
Yeah. So I found myself doing like backlash or not backlash, backslash.
Yeah, where you go back. Yeah,
Yeah, I found myself doing that a lot more, and I'm like, oh wait, wrong weapon. Oh, if I had the taunt right now, I get.
Alright.
Of course, Ninja has 100. How do you miss? Beautiful.
Just roar power chains.
Make a roar power, but all the wrong side.
Tough,
Yeah.
yeah. I forget, our characters can slay literal demon gods, but can't open a door. Deserved. God, okay. Here, I'm just gonna prep the dragonflies.
Oh, you. How did she get out of it?
Dude, this is Nioh, man.
New launching. This is the most well-designed, shittiest enemies.
Alright, let's get that taken care of, and then back to Dragonfly. More Dragonfly. Do even more Dragonfly.
So you can get the Gozuki train.
The Gozuki train? Oh, man. I remember I was just trying Gozuki on a lark, just like for just whatever reason. I was like, dude, this thing does obscene amounts of key damage. Like, it just...
I like using it on humans because it just launches them in the air like they're nothing.
Yeah, it really does. But I think...
I mean, I try not to use it as much because I know it's broken, but it's still kind of a fun core to use.
Oh, it is a fun core to use. I think it's appropriate that it has insane stagger. I mean, it's a boss core. I kind of expect boss cores to have bigger effects for a larger cost. But then it's like...
I do see a nerf coming for him.
Yeah.
Like, it'll happen. I just don't know when. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
Well... Let me put it this way. It took them 3 years and 2 games to put a refashion effect, so maybe Gozuki will happen in 2023? After
DLC comes out. After the PC release.
After the Nioh 3 PC release comes out, then we'll get a Gozuki nerf. Oh. For those of you who are watching, I'm doing something that Sacred Force taught me, which was... an evasion cancel for a side splitter. It's really good.
So good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Are you doing like the whole variation or the regular one?
Just the quick one. I have not been using a lot of the hold variations except for specific circumstances. I'm still kind of learning when to use hold versus when not to, at least for really aggressive play.
I don't know. For me, this move, I almost always do it on hold, but usually because of the range it has, it's like a nice, good sweep. This move, what's it called? Twin Phoenix? Is it?
Again, I'm neglecting like half the potential of the weapon. I use hold. I go for a lot of the extra hit type of stuff, not necessarily
I love this one. That's so good.
Just the quick and strong?
Yeah, the quick.
Sorry, quick and high.
Yep. Why can't I break these?
Dude, again, we can say Yamato no Orochi, but not a thing of books.
I always forget I can burst that.
Oh, yeah, the remnants from, I guess, whatever else it used to be. Interesting how they kind of kept all that. I mean, no real complaints with me. It's just kind of weird. God, Kozuki is so silly.
That's so dumb.
They didn't need to buff Kasha either, but they did. And you can now, like, literally autopilot the entirety of the game with Kasha.
I don't technically mind the Kasha buff, especially when it comes to certain bosses like Kasha and Koji, because that guy can go against all.
Well, Kasha and Koji is problematic, so I can understand that. But I think I was doing Wave of Terror. And I legit, I was using Kurama Tengu, I had Ippon on one of my other cores, so there was some like synergy between purifying an enemy and scorching an enemy, and then of course the buff that confusion gives, but I literally just threw out Kasha, and then I was like, okay guys, my character's not going to do anything else, and then enemies just died. It was pretty stupid, like actually stupid. You want this or what?
Oh, roar power, come on. Double meme effort.
Roar power, here we go. Shoot. Roar power. Shoot. Roar power. Shoot. Oh, shoot. And he farted on me. I'm just gonna lay here for a bit. And get my... Oh! We both were trying to go for it.
You didn't get it?
I didn't...
That's so weird. Sometimes it happens on both of our screens, like one person gets it, like I got it on my screen, and then like I've had it happen before where I've played with someone else and we both parried it, and like on their screen they got it and on my screen I got it, which is really weird. I don't even know how that even possibly works.
On my screen it looked like you got it, but I didn't get it.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah, I got it on my screen.
Okay. So. Cool though.
But that's kind of weird though. That's weird how that works.
Yeah, it might just have to do with how things, I guess, are registered. Not the biggest of deals. It would have been sick if we both got the animation off.
Yeah.
Alright, there's another enemy. I don't know what it is. Oh. Well, it's pretty much dead, so I guess there's that. Yeah, that's the burst it does. See, it did it literally twice back to back. And dead. Dude, we are plowing through this. It's pretty crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. I can't believe I broke his horn with that mid-burst. And normally he's like, excuse me, don't interrupt me. Oh, you want to see something funny with this enemy?
Yeah, show me what you got.
You probably already know.
Oh.
Well, I have to not suck first. I'll just final blow away.
What the hell?
That's all you need to do.
What?
This has been a Nioh one. I don't know if you know that.
What the hell?
All you have to do is hit him with a fire arrow, hit her with a fire arrow, the sacred arrows, and that's it. And then
Oh my
just
God.
do that.
That was hilarious.
I legit think one of the patches like brought that back because I tried that before.
Okay.
One of the patches happened and then it was fixed. I was like, oh, okay, nice, they fixed her.
Nope.
And then, nope. If I don't like,
Where'd this little dude get out of here?
I'll get Skelly Bob.
All right, I'll get Splinter here. Whee! And get that nice confusion. Do all that crap.
It's funny how slow that burst counter is. The skeleton.
Right.
Yeah, that threw me off so bad the first time I saw that.
Yeah,
Because
just like
I'm seeing.
it's like even slower than the high stance strong from Split Staff.
Yeah, it's so slow.
Like if it
And
was
I think that's
faster,
kind of the point.
it'd be better.
I think they did that on purpose, just to throw you off, because it's like you used to him doing all these like really quick shit, and then like or like medium speed, and then out of nowhere this happened. Come on,
What?
that's not fair. He should have been juggled. That's the second time.
I
That's
know.
happened.
He should have. What the hell is this problem? Did you get it or?
No, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. But we both went for it.
Yeah. I was a second too late.
I don't know if you've noticed this. I know I've talked about this before, but there's definitely like a diminishing returns on elemental applications. So you don't want to keep reapplying it over and over and over again. Because you'll notice that at a certain point, it's just not going to apply, like at all. At least from normal
right,
weapons.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
Really frustrating, in all honesty. I don't know if that's intentional or something like that. That's the attack.
Chicken
That
bone.
Oh, chicken bone! Yes. I'm
I
happy
don't
to
even
see
bother
that chicken
timing that
bone.
with Hurl. I just switched the brute. Oh, I should have jumped that.
It's all good. Just take some practice.
Roar power.
All right, fine. Right in the sack. Oh, that is satisfying. But yeah, so as I was saying, elements, like, you don't want to keep reapplying an element. You want to keep it up on an enemy as long as possible because there are diminishing returns. And I've noticed this, especially with low damage situations, very frequently. Like, it's really hard to keep purity up once you've applied it a few times. So when they cleanse the Dark Realm, you know, you have to reapply it, and you'll notice it's just so hard to get it up.
Unless you use like multi-hit.
Yeah, but
I
even
guess
then, you'll
maybe.
notice that just the rate at which enemies will get afflicted by any element just drastically goes down over time. I think there's probably some workarounds with it, but one of the builds that I was originally trying to make was just like an elemental mage thing, and it was the biggest problem I had. Like, you could apply elements almost effortlessly, like the first 2-3 times around, but then if you were doing what I did, which was a low damage thing, just to actually be able to play the game as opposed to one-shotting everything, then I noticed that I'm like, hey, I can't even apply these elements to an enemy that's weak to them. Like, what the hell is going on? So I know players like Payne, for example, he was trying to do like level 1 weapons with elements and stuff, and he noticed that he just was not able to after a certain point. And I'm like, that doesn't seem intentional. Now, I would assume that they would kind of have like, it wouldn't. If you're gonna have some diminishing returns, okay, but then there's just a point where you just cannot apply the element anymore, like at all.
I think that's a little overkill.
It is overkill.
I mean, it's like it should reward you to.
I mean, it doesn't have to be as ridiculous as, say, you know, like you can apply it instantly at all times and keep a target under constant pressure. Like, say, from lightning, like, I get that. But at the same token, it shouldn't be that none of your build will matter whatsoever. Did you just cleanse it? You'll notice it as the fight goes on.
Oh, come on. I don't know how he didn't hit me there. Okay.
No idea. Oh, look, he's cleansed. Yeah, so he's auto-cleansing it to not go in the Dark Realm. I'm kind of surprised by. I don't know why they felt the need for that. Oops.
Oh, no, I fell off here.
Not a big deal. It's not like Unreal, because it's a massive threat anyway.
Oh.
Can't really tell what's happening, but I don't know if it really matters when it comes to Unreal Key. I mean, I think anyway.
I can't see anything.
It's okay. You're not. Well, you're about to have even less vision. Less vision.
Oh my god.
Let's make it even worse for you.
You were not even joking for that.
Alright.
Get your ass up.
Just more things on the screen.
You want to do the no vision thing? I got you.
Yes! Oh, you didn't have time to go for a chicken bone, but that's...
No, so I was like, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need to make sure that I'm switched before that. I was actually gonna do, what's it? I was gonna do this, into this, and the lightning, but I dropped name, because it's always nice.
You've been enjoying the item cancels. I've been noticing that.
Well, mostly for the feathers. So to do something like that, I actually did that. I haven't really released the video yet, but I did that to Revenue where I did the water.
Oh yeah?
Oh, I don't have any ammo. Let me see here. Let me get my ammo back. So I did the water feather into the lightning feather. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, and I used caution. And then I used the Gozuki. And then I launched the Revenant in the air, and then I final blow when he landed. It was pretty cool. It looked like a really sick combo. I guess me farming Gozuki for like almost 400 or 500 kills is kind of like, I was like, hey, let me just work on this while I'm here.
Might as well practice that, yeah.
Right, yeah, so...
How do you feel about item cancels overall? I'm sure that's something people generally are... I generally know people like it, and it's certainly something really cool.
I'm not too big on it. Like, I mean, I'm not like I still prefer the raw combat.
Okay.
But every once in a while, I'll pop out like a double feather into a yokai skill. Just, I don't know, it looks cool.
It does look cool.
But in terms of like heavy on item cancel, no, I don't do that. I don't think I ever will intend to be doing that. I probably will just do like, you know, a couple feathers, or just to get feathers off easily instead of sit there and be like, you know, I'm in a long recovery animation, so.
Right, that makes sense to me. The way that I see it, and I think I was talking about this on stream the other day, is that item cancels are probably going to stay for the entirety of the game until, and this is also kind of a big if, when PvP comes out. Because if people can use items, and item canceling becomes a thing, you can bet it's going to ruin a lot of players' experiences. Because I would not want to be on the receiving end of that, because it's really easy to pull off.
I feel like, well, because you remember in the first game, they limit your amount of items that you have with you in PvP. So it's not like you have the supply that you have in single player. So like if you use them one round and say you die or something, like you're basically at a loss.
Right, pretty
You
much.
don't really carry too much, so I don't know. I mean, you could be right about that. I don't see anything wrong.
Right.
If PvP comes back, which, I mean, I'm personally not interested in it because I prefer the co-op aspect instead of PvP, but I know people like it, so to each their own.
Yeah, indeed. Here, we'll do Wave of Terror.
So,
Is that cool with you?
yeah, of course.
Alright.
Anytime I can beat shit about this ass up, I'll do it.
So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do PvP. I just assumed it'd be the case given that the first game had it, and it was pretty janky back then, so I would expect it to just at least follow similar suit. But I think the biggest problem is we just don't know really anything about what to expect, period. It's not even like a minor tease. It's like, okay, all we know is some historical areas will be explored, but in terms of raw gameplay, it's just really unclear.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have had more information about the split staff sooner. Hell, you know that DLC trailer that like shipped the same day of release? Like, I wish that came out just a week earlier. That would have been really helpful.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting it to be like a week early or something. You know, just to like build up some hype or something.
Just something, like just not even like much, just something.
But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. But I will say the split staff and the DLC overall has gone quite above my expectations.
Yeah, I wasn't really, like I said earlier, I wasn't really into split staff as much. I'll get this guy over here.
I'm gonna try to get this Gaki, but Gaki seemed to elude me. Okay.
No mercy for you.
Yeah, it's a big Gaki, no one gives a crap. Get at that confusion. Yeah, man. These things. Alright, I'll get the one on the left.
Can I lock onto the guy in front of me? That'd be a great game.
Yeah, I've been having issues with lock on as well. Where it's like, hey, can you just lock onto the guy right next to me, please? Game's like, nope.
Alright, keep looking at me for like 3 hours. You'll get a roar power to your face.
Game logic, right? Whoa!
Where did you come from? There's another one, watch out.
Alright, I think I'm okay. Oh, damn, I hated the one move that throws everybody off, which is that one.
I wish that...
What do you wish for?
Did I hit both of them?
I think so.
And then I couldn't get a grapple, that's awesome.
I don't know what's happening, but things are dying, so I'll take that as a plus.
I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing alright. Oh, there we go.
Oh, if you didn't kill him with that, he would have got roar power.
Yeah, he would have. Oh, look, it's everyone's favorite enemy. Times 2. The Rock. I love the disrespect.
You can jump him with that.
Oh!
Literally, you just... Did he drop kick you?
No, it's even funnier. People who are gonna watch this, I think, will notice. So, the Oni Bee's explosion knocked me into the air, which actually saved me from the big guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
oh, that's
serious.
cool.
That's actually really cool. I love little hitbox things like that. Oh, that's a move I have hardly used.
I always forget it. I always forget I have it.
Yeah, I'm so used to...
And I probably should, like, not doing that.
Yeah, I, like, forget about it because I'm so used to not having that input be used courtesy of the lack of abilities like Wild Spear and Random Slice.
Watch out behind, watch out.
Yeah, I see it. I'm alright. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I'm not. I'm fine. Shit, really? No! God damn it. I always
Right.
die to this cocky wave. Get me if you... Oh, I'll revive. Oh, no, I won't.
Good Gaki is a dead one. No, you don't.
Yep. Alright, we're almost at Gozaki.
Yep.
Alright, all good.
Nice. Okay, it's already over.
It's already over. Yep, that's the funny part. Oh, we were so close. Not gonna matter though. Wow, this enemy is such a punching bag.
Mm-hmm.
And go for
Oh,
it.
you want to do fun build? Want to do fun build?
Yeah, we're gonna do fun build. I'm gonna get a skeleton.
Get the attack power buff too.
This is gonna be so stupid. Okay. Alright, here I go.
Just knock him out of key and do fun build.
Fun build, yep. Don't even go for...
Like,
not gonna even go for the grapple, because
get
we
the
don't need
attack
to.
ball. Get all
Alright,
your key
attack ball.
back.
Okay. This is so stupid.
He thinks going to Dark Realm is gonna make him a threat. That's cute.
Oh no, it actually makes him even less threatening. Alright, watch out. Oh, no, never mind.
My turn
Okay.
to get blown up.
Yeah, I didn't think you
Oh,
would.
I'm lightninged. That's why.
Fun build. That's
Yeah,
fun
it's
build
so
for you.
fun. It's so fun.
So fun.
So amazing.
Gosh, I'm still impressed by certain things with the split staff. Not everything, but quite a lot. So much you can do. And it is
Oh,
quite a
this
very
guy.
technical weapon.
Who else spawned? Oh, Grandma. Grandma. What we do to Grandma is we just send Kasha at her, just she'll take care of her.
Yep. Oh, hey, Yatamir. Yay, this is where Yatamir is really nice.
This is actually kind of cool right now. I'm doing against her. Like if you just do, because you have Shin Crusher on low, right?
Say what?
You have Shin Crusher on low, right?
Yeah.
If you do one hit square, then triangle. Oh shit, really, game? Hit square, then triangle, then dodge, because you know how she always dodges.
Yeah.
You can essentially keep that pressure on her without her being able to do anything.
Really?
It's actually really cool, yeah, because like you can land, because the square attack comes out pretty quickly after, I mean the triangle comes out really quickly after the square. Oh nice, I got a demon scroll. Alright, I'll go get the other one. Yeah.
Where at? Guess maybe I'll loot it after.
It's kind of sad when you get more anima back doing Dragon Dance than actual grapple.
Yep.
Chicken ball!
Oh, I didn't get to witness the glory of the chicken bone.
Well, you see another. Oh, he died. Would have been another one. Oh, I almost had that.
All good. Gonna get totally wasted.
Oh, my boy. My nerfed one.
Your nerfed boy?
Yeah.
Alright, you ready for the telegraphed attacks? Okay, well, Nerf Boy is about to be dead.
Oh my god, he's so hard.
Oh look, it's Realman.
I hate that new move. It's like Wolf.
I'm surprised I've actually learned how to dodge it. Actually, I don't know how to explain it.
Stop that. Wow.
Wow, another
do this.
grab right away. I've overall enjoyed the new moves that have been provided to bosses, but I fundamentally feel that some abilities just need to, like, it just needs to be a rework for quite a lot of the things. Straight up. Because some of them are just, like, they just don't make any real sense, in my opinion. Like, for example, Magura getting the flurry removed as a burst, okay. Do I think it's a bit overkill? Sure. But then they made his grab a burst attack.
I'm happy with the grab turned to a burst, to be honest, because that thing had like the most annoying tracking possible.
Because I always avoided it without fail.
Okay, for the most part, his grab was fine, but there's times where it's just like when I did that mission with PooferLlama way back with the level ones. He dodged it. This guy took off, right? And then he made a U-turn and came back and got him.
Wait, solo?
No, like 2 players.
Okay. I know co-op can be janky beyond belief, but solo I've never had any trouble dodging it.
Oh, I've had so much trouble with that grab. That's kind of why I'm happy that it's got removed.
I see. Okay, well then it fits for you.
I mean, I have to throw one of those out there at least.
Really now?
Huh?
He got me though.
Where are you?
I'm up behind him. You need me to revive?
Oh, you can deflect those back at him, by the way.
Oh yeah, I've done that too now with the Yatsumir. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
In general, I do like how they've changed up. They didn't just make it change up things so that, like...
It refreshes it, I guess.
Say what?
You mean so it, like, refreshes the experience, I guess, which I do like.
Yeah, it makes it a refreshing experience, that's for sure. And I'm overall happy about it. And they've also, I think one of the best treatments I saw was to, like, Maeda, for example. So he got a nice little rework in that now you can, like, kind of cancel his living weapon attacks. You just gotta use the brute appropriately. So it actually added a degree of complexity to burst counters in general, and I'm pretty happy about that. And that's nice. I like the idea that, hey, they've incentivized using final blows and grapples and so on and so forth, because normally people could just skirt around those entirely. I mean, you still kind of can to a certain extent, but the idea to just go for, I guess, a mechanic that most people don't use, and I guess they wanted to use, the developers want you to use, is certainly nice. I don't know if that made any sense.
No, I get what you're trying to say.
I like the general direction that the game is taking in terms of, like, things actually being more difficult.
Yeah, Demon was a big step up. I gotta say, it's been a nice experience replaying the game again like that.
Right, it feels fresh. I was a little annoyed with things like the lack of different enemy placements and so on and so forth. But it's not like the biggest deal. It's just, it would help.
Oh, wrong thing. I didn't want to do that.
All good. Alright, well, we're gonna shut it down.
I kinda got the timing down for the Shin Crusher thing.
I can't do the super extended Shin Crusher 2 yet. As in, you elongate Shin Crusher 1 and then go for Shin Crusher 2, like, right away. BSG is able to do that.
Yeah, that one's actually... It takes a getting used to.
Right, and I'm not particularly good at that whatsoever.
Fun build.
Fun build it is.
You want to make this even dumber?
Oh my god, you're doing all out item cancels. Go for the grapple, or maybe not.
we gotta finish him off with them. One of us, I don't care who it is.
For chicken bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. In the meantime, it's just fun build. Oh god.
Like, see how stupid this becomes? Like,
Yep.
it's already dumb to begin with. One more knockout should do it.
Yep. Burst them down whenever you can.
Oh, I gotta wait for the bar.
Same. Oh, it's just not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay, we'll just do the next best thing.
The problem is I switched. Yeah, I mean, that's the best you can do, but yeah.
It's all good. I'm gonna quote PooferLlama, where they at? Where they going?
Where they hiding?
Where they hiding? Where they at? Oh man, that's some good fun.
That was awesome, yeah.
That was pretty awesome. What do you, I guess one question I have for you, what are the biggest changes you think the game needs to have for it to be, I guess, a better experience, not just for us, but for players in general?
I mean, like, there's, I don't even know where to start, because there's just so much that they gotta fix.
Let's go with, like,
I mean,
top three.
Let's start with them fixing the key cost for attacks.
Okay.
That definitely needs rework. I think the whole fluxing mechanic should be brought back, because it almost feels like, why even do it? Because you can just do the yokai skills, you'll get your key back. I don't think they should nerf the yokai skills. I think they should. I don't know. I feel like they should both be accessible. You know, that way it gives two options for people who don't want to and those who do. But I mean, a lot of people who play the game just do one stance anyway, so not
Right.
But for like the purpose of like, you know, the skillful side of it, I feel like they should definitely bring back the flux thing. You know, delayed flux is not very fun. I mean, it's so much they gotta fix. I mean, there hasn't even been a patch since the DLC came out, and it's now is almost we're closing in on a month.
Yeah, I think pretty much, yeah.
I feel like it's time for at least a patch update to tweak some stuff and fix like bugs that we've had.
Yeah,
we don't obviously know what's going on, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's the thing. I totally agree with you. I find that key costs in general, and it's not, key recovery is really high, like obscenely high, and you know, that's great and all, but key costs are really, really high as well.
It's too much. It's overdone. I mean, I don't know if going forward anything will change in terms of like the key, but it's like, of all the things they copy pasted from the first game, like the best and important thing, the key is kind of the thing that they didn't do. Which, I don't know, it's like gives me a big question mark. It's like, oh yeah, let's reuse these environments, which, you know, it is what it is. Kind of salty with the DLC in terms of like what was recycled. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that if you played the first game and, you know, obviously this game, you'll obviously notice that, like the second main mission, for example, you get out of that cave, the crystal cave, and then you get into that bamboo forest. That is a copied side mission from the first game.
Right, I remember that.
I don't know if a lot of people see that, but I mean, it looks nice. I'm not going to deny that, but it's like, this is paid content. We shouldn't be seeing anything other than there's a side mission with the owl stage stuff. That's already been paid for. You know, we've already ran through that stage. I mean, I'm fine with them reusing content, but reuse the new stuff. You know what I mean?
No, I totally get what you mean, because it's fine if they kind of have like throwback levels and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and it's overkill.
Right. When it comes to a point where it's like, hey, you guys are just reusing the same thing over and over again, it kind of hits the same spot that the Abyss did, that after a while it just comes across as almost pretty lazy. You know, I was actually more okay with the second main mission for the DLC. I'm like, well, they are doing a throwback, a callback to it, but it did look like they expanded upon it a lot. So I was overall okay with it, but I can totally understand anyone who's just like, yo, we bought a new game. You can have some throwbacks,
Expect some, yeah.
but don't let that be the only thing. And if that happens, and then when you have things like lack of patches or lack of communication between player base and I guess game developers or whatnot, it can be, it can be a little frustrating. Because what I've noticed is that regardless of the type of players that enjoy this game, the one thing that all of them kind of have in common is that they have no idea what to expect from the game. Like, I don't know anybody who's like personally in touch with anybody whatsoever, and there's just like no knowledge of I can't definitively state anything. I can speculate.
Right, right, yeah.
That's all I can do. I can just speculate.
Be positive and hope for it to be better, but
right,
it is how it is, right?
The only common thread I've noticed in any of the changes have basically been if things are too broken, then they'll address it. And otherwise, they'll leave everything in, which is why if there's no PvP, and so let me backtrack a little. This is why, in my opinion, item cancels will stay in the game unless there's PvP. Because in PvP, then there's huge potential for item cancels to completely ruin people's experiences, especially being on the receiving end. Because, you can just like sit back, throw like 3 feathers, and just like do nothing else. And it's like, well, that's when they'd address
you saw
it.
What just happened to Shibata right now. Like, that's just 2 feathers. I mean, could you imagine if you did that? Like, they'd not only do... That's like an instant chaos proc, but
yeah,
like the key damage these new feathers do is just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I mean, I'm not saying nerf it. I mean, that's why they only give you 4 max per element, because they are powerful and use them how you use them. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot they gotta tweak. There's a lot they gotta fix, and I feel like the core combat of the game is kind of the thing that they gotta work on. And the one big thing I'm still disappointed to this day is the lack of combat skills.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody's pissed about that.
We got hardly any new skills. I mean, we got, okay, cool. Everything we've seen in the demos, we got those. First thing I did when I launched this game, like when it released, is go to the skill tree the moment I was able to control my character. And nothing new. And I just kind of, brushed it off. But I feel like if per DLC, if we at least got like 1 new skill per weapon, and then the occasional boss skills, like whatever 2 or 3 that are there, okay, that's cool. But like, not a single one, and the only new skills that we get are the boss skills. That's kind of cheap. I mean, it's new. It's a new game. It should be treated like it,
Yeah, I feel you on that. I do like some of the new skills that they've added, but the one biggest thing is just like there's just not enough. And I'm showing right now players some of the skill trees, for example. I was pretty happy that they added a whole new category altogether. So Sacred Bird Cry, the stuff you get from your Shitsune.
Yeah, that's a really neat skill.
I'm like, that's really cool. But it's like, it's only one in a paid DLC.
Right. I mean, it's something, okay, we got an okay amount of skills, but those are boss skills. Those in my opinion should be additional. They shouldn't be like the only skills that we get, those you gotta farm and spend the time on getting, but
yeah, grinding feels terrible. I mean, I was lucky that I got Kuruma's Sword Dance for the sword like pretty quickly, and it's an awesome ability, don't get me wrong, but it's like most players aren't necessarily going to have my luck. They're going to like farm them, I don't know, 20 or maybe even 100 times. I legit took 100 times to get both Racing Breeze and Triple Threat from Maeda. Like, dude, I shouldn't have to kill something 100 times to expand my gameplay, just like in basic ways. Right. It's one thing if I'm farming for specific loot drops, because that's some territory that everyone expects. But goodness me, man, farming for skills is just, it's painful.
It's not fun. I mean, I feel like and I kind of mentioned this to another friend before, and I was like, I feel like if there's like a category or something that you say like you know damage the boss, you get like a guaranteed drop or something like that. You know what I mean? Something like that pushes you to get the skill better, and then on top of that you have the base drop rate, you know, or something that you can do to like, well, beat this boss X amount of times, but like obviously keep it like, you know, a respectable amount, not like 200 times or 100 times or something like that.
Right. Could
Or
I have like
20,
a pity
20
timer?
times or something. Right. I mean, like Benki took me almost like 40 kills just to get his kill, but
Oh
then
my god.
the other two I got them both in like probably 30 minutes together, like back to back.
One thing I think that also would be nice is, you know how with missions you can see if you've like discovered the hot springs or found the locks or whatnot. Maybe they should, for like the boss, just be like, these are how many hidden skills they have, so at least you know. Because I know there were some people who would. I remember there was like supposedly like, oh, there's flying swallow in the game because Kato Danzo has it, but no one had, and obviously that's not true, but no one had any way of absolutely verifying that.
Confirming that, yeah.
You know, it would just be nice to say this boss has a hidden skill and be like, oh, okay, let's fight this guy a bunch. You know, just something really just small like that. It doesn't have to spoil it, but it just makes our quality of life that much better. I think Nioh really would benefit in large part from a lot of quality of life things. And one of the things I've said, and I've said this many, many times, is just simple things like being able to organize the special effects list from the status sheet. Like there's like a bajillion different things. It's not, there's some categorization, but again, just the visual presentation of this is just problematic. And you know, it'd be nice if I could alphabetize this or see them in certain categories, but right now it's just this big long list and wall of text. And I really dislike that. I do like how they helped players understand what the icons actually mean. So now you can go to the effect.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, great. Okay, I see this. I can read it. I can spend some time, and I have a clear-cut understanding of exactly what I'm working with. Translation issues aside, this is a great step. And you can even you can sort it by ID. So there's some categories, and then you can sort it by the stuff that you come across that's new. So the Curse of the Demon one's the newest one for most people, and so it tells you, hey, this is what it does for certain enemies, and this is how you work around it. I'm like, great, that's very useful information to have. So just more stuff like this really helps.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that point.
But holy cow. I think the biggest weaknesses for Nioh in terms of, say, like just being more marketable is just that there's so much information that's just not presented well. So players are just going to go with the simplest way possible to tackle the game, which is, as we say, fun build. Dragon Dance, stack a ton of damage and whatever else, and just plow through the game.
Spam one skill over and over again, get the inherits on that one skill, and just... Like, and I don't want to insult anyone, but that's like brainless way to play it. It's like back in the day with Ninja Gaiden. I know I keep bringing Ninja Gaiden up, but that's kind of the game I grew up with. There was a time where like almost everyone, all they do is spam the ultimate technique, which is the charge attack. But then you look and you're like, each weapon has a command list, each weapon has combos, each weapon has skills, and you're just gonna sit there and use that one attack. Okay, cool, the animation looks flashy and cool, but after you've seen it about 2,000 times, it gets kind of old.
Yeah, it does get pretty boring just doing UT spam over and over again.
I mean, throw it on and off. I mean, just for variety, yeah, there's no problem with that, but it's just like, that's it? That's all you're gonna do? There's so much that you miss from the combat, like, that you can do. And, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, and then you relate it to this game, it's like you said, fun build, like you just use one skill over and over again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so that's how it works.
That is pretty much how it works.
Going forward.
But my hope...
forward, they fix this shit up, because I love the game, but it's kind of like a love-hate relationship as it is right now. It's like, there's nothing I feel like really playing, but then it's like, I love this game, but then I also dislike a lot of stuff about it. And I don't want to go back and play the first game because I'll probably never come back. Because
I've
I
actually
just
gone
love
back.
how everything.
I've actually gone back to the first game a few
feels
times.
amazing, don't it? Yeah.
Well, there are certain things about it that are great, and I definitely feel that Flux and Flux 2, I mean, they worked really well, but they also
That's
worked
the
way
biggest
too
thing.
well. Way too well. I'm just like, dude, I have no key issues whatsoever. I don't have to manage anything.
You'll never run out.
You'll never run out. But I was like,
I mean,
okay.
if they put it borderline between those two, that's fine. I mean, I loved how the key worked in the first game because, like, it literally forces you to. Well, I wouldn't say forces you because then we go back to that same topic of the spamming one skill, but it allows you to not have to deal with like backing off. Because here, once your key gets low, if you don't use a yokai skill, you're not going to be able to flex it back up because it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you're not going to be
get
able
enough
to.
key back for your flux, which is horrible unless you wait for perfect flux, and even that doesn't do shit.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're going for a speedy playstyle, just waiting for a perfect Flux 2 is just not going to work. I mean, you're making split-second decisions all the time. I mean, I have to dodge, last moment to be able to keep pressure up to do certain specific things, and so my key is going to go down really fast. Now, like most of the other players, I've adapted by using yokai abilities and whatnot, but it's like, well, I don't really want to rely on yokai abilities, so I've been trying to shift off of using some of the really powerful ones like Ippon and trying to use some just stuff like Aberrant Soldier, which you may recall from the Psycho Magoichi fight. Just like using that or just trying to mix things up as much as possible. But yeah, it's like Flux doing rapid fire, or as we call it, machine gun Flux too, is just... It's just not, I'll use it, but it's just not as effective as I think it should be. I think it could stand for a buff. Just a little, like you're saying.
Could, yeah.
Finding a middle ground. I think overall, though, one of the biggest issues that I have found for the game, and I've said this countless times, and I'm still going to say it, is just I feel the game kind of needs to be normalized. Some things that are really broken are even more broken, and things that are really hurting are hurting even more. So... like, just in terms of difficulty, like, bosses are basically damage sponges now compared to how they were in previous difficulties. But normal enemies, there's pretty much no change whatsoever. If they don't have the curse buff whatsoever, they're effectively pointless. Like, I can use level ones.
I honestly don't even know how that mechanic works, really. I mean, I just play the game normally. I don't even feel any difference with it.
Right, that's the thing.
Like, they hit you, they build this curse mechanic on you, and then you just kind of, like, delay it by doing burst counters and stuff like that. Grapples, whatever. But what's the negative side effect, though, or do we not know?
Well, basically here, let me pull this up for players. So there is a reason that you want to get rid of the curse debuff or curse buff. So I'm going to read this for people. So enemies that have the curse buff, they move faster. Humans will consume less ki, and yokais will take less ki damage. So it's like, for example, Saito Toshimitsu, dude, his ki is insanely difficult to drain, and he moves really fast compared to being on strong. Like, it's painful. And then just yokai bosses and yokai enemies, they take a lot more ki damage unless you get a burst counter or do a grapple or a final blow. So it's a good twist. You want to get rid of the curse buff. You do. Otherwise, it's a lot more painful to deal with enemies, and I notice it. So you kind of want to be in this rotation where you're constantly either doing grapples or final blows, burst counters, of course, when you can. But you want to get their ki. You want to. It's basically a way to keep their ki down, and I think it's a better way. I think it's a good way actually to address the idea of just like stacking damage and keeping someone permanently out of ki. It's like, well, you can go for that still, but here's the thing. If you don't keep the debuff, if you don't keep the curse buff off, it's going to be a lot harder to do so. I'm like, okay, well, they're incentivizing me to use actual game mechanics. I'm cool with that. I like that. I like when the game is basically making me use its various things to basically experience it at large. I like that.
Yeah, me too. That's a good idea. Now, if only they do that to Flux and the other good mechanics that they have, that they work to make.
Right, and not to mention, you've seen probably dime a dozen build videos where they basically ignored these mechanics altogether. I mean, I think I've just seen build videos where it's like, all right, I'll just do 100,000 damage. I'm like, okay, well that one shot's the final boss of the game. So what's the point of me learning any of the game mechanics? And that's kind of one of the problems. You can't really appreciate the game if you can trivialize it so easily.
Right. That's just how it is, man. Yeah.
It is how it is. But yeah, we could talk about this for ages, but I think before we send ourselves into a crippling depression over the state of the game, which overall we enjoy the game. I mean, we only talk about it so much and we're only so critical about it because we fundamentally really enjoy the game and have high hopes for it and see a lot of potential for it. I mean, if these issues that we're talking about were addressed and were patched, dude, this game could easily just... I mean, it'd be one of those like masterpiece timeless games. It's like, hey man, Nioh's such a solid game. You missed out on it. You should try it. Look how awesome it is. You know, just stuff like that, and it could sell more. It just would be so much more accessible.
It just needs those tweaks once they start working on those. If they do, and I hope now that Master's on the Discord, hopefully it'll be easier to get stuff across. He'll do his part. We appreciate it. But whatever happens, happens. Hopefully it becomes a better product and stuff. I kind of feel bad because we kind of overwhelm him with so much, but...
I know. He has so much work that he has to do, and I don't like... It's not a job I would envy to have. It's, you're managing all sorts of different things across for a company, and you're like, I think he might be only like one of the only people doing it too, so he's got his work cut out for him, to say the least, and... Oh, yeah. But, we'll do what we can.
Yep.
Now I feel existentially sad.
Sorry. I mean, it's just like, I feel for the guy, you know what I mean? It's just like, he's got so much on that he has to take care of. It's just like, it just keeps going and going. We keep finding more and more stuff and adding to that channel.
Yeah.
Like almost daily, I think. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
That's how much they have to fix. It's a lot, and I know it's not easy to do. So yeah. Don't
envy the job, but I just hope. I'm sure the game devs probably want to do a lot more than they actually can. I'm sure it's probably just a higher up manager decision where it's just like, well, want to fix the issues. And they're like, yeah, but in order for us to fix the issues, we need this. And it would be really nice if I could have some, like, 2 or 3 people help me. And it's like, oh, you're asking us to spend money? Yeah, no chance. Fix the problems as is. And you're like, you want me to fix these complicated problems with, like, a toothpick? Okay. Well, I'll work my butt off. So, that honestly might be what's happening, but I don't know. I just hope that the people that have created this game, I hope that they know we're very appreciative of what they've done, and we hope that they can continue doing the great stuff that they have been doing. And we'll do what we can on our end to at least stimulate whatever is possible. I don't know how much power we have, but yeah. I overall really enjoy Nioh 2. The stuff that they've added has blown me away. I remember being worried about how yokai abilities overall would...
stuff, yeah, me too.
I thought it would just...
half my playthrough, I forgot about them.
Yeah, but...
I only just started to use them like halfway through or something.
But they're great. The whole anima system added literally a whole new dimension of play. Like, I can't go back to Nioh 1 without being like, dude, I like kind of miss these yokai abilities. Now, sure, there are issues that I want resolved as do you, but overall, the game's like, it's better for it.
It's a good step in the right direction. It just needs stuff to get fixed that are important. And I mean, I guess we're kind of biased with the skillful stuff because that's kind of the whole point of the game. It's just manager's key. Don't run out of key or you'll be vulnerable. All the other stuff, the basic stuff that the game is basically, you gotta manage that key, get everything, attack, defend, key manage, blah blah, stuff.
Of course. But yeah. So again, I think this is probably a good point to stop. So I'll just say that obviously to anybody, if there's any like Nioh 2 person who's watching these for whatever reason, we obviously really appreciate your game. We've loved the stuff that you've done. But staff has been great. The DLC content, the bosses, they're all exciting and in a fun, challenging way. Just we hope that certain issues can be rectified, and we're only so, I guess, heated about it because we love this game so much and we're very passionate about it. So that's where our feelings can get a little intense. But by and large, I'm still sticking with the game. I haven't had any reason to be like, Nioh's a trash game or anything like that. No, it's certainly not. It's a great game, but we firmly believe it could be better.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Oh man. In any case, thanks for being on here, Kage. We'll do this again because clearly we have a ton to talk about.
Too much. Yeah, too much. It just never ends. But appreciate you having me. That was fun. We'll pick it up the next time.
Yep. And just as a last thing, so for my viewers or anyone that's watching, if you have anything you guys want us to talk about with me and my guest, whoever that guest may be, just leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. And obviously, as you can tell, Kage and I can talk about this game and talk about stuff and just go in circles over and over again. Yeah, all day. So we're more than happy to entertain that. In any case, thank you guys. Thank you, Kage, for being here. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yep.
And to my viewers, thanks for watching. And we'll see everyone next time. Take care and peace out.
Bye-bye.